Hello everybody, and welcome on in to another stream. It's great to have you guys. If anybody's actually here, I'm not sure yet. I know I actually, I start a little early. I should probably let the rest of the song play out first, but oh well. I just get a little antsy to get things going. So, but yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day so far. Once again, I want to welcome you guys in. And yeah, today I'm just gonna be, as the title says, just dinking around with the ultimate loot mods. Because today I actually got a new update, and I'm going to be trying that out. And, let me actually look at the changes here. Like, one of the things that got updated is the Jacob's vendor now fully works with the ultimate loot mod. Which is fucking awesome. You know what, I'm just going to actually jump into the game. Whoops. I'm gonna jump into the game as I talk about this. Because again, I'm just antsy to get right into it, I just want to play some Borderlands. Tempted to leave the music on. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it on later, but we'll have it off for now. But yeah, the Jacob's vendor now works with the ultimate loot mod. Because before, the things that you would get inside the Jacob's vendor were not you know, they were just vanilla gear. But now, you know, you can find, you know, like Vault Hunter challenges related gear in there, as well as I think like Arsenal stuff. I'm not entirely sure like the extent of what you can find in there. Also, I hope there we go. Okay. For some reason, like freezes when I open the game now. I don't know what's going on with that. Let's see, what else was there? When you play with vanilla settings, it will only spawn vanilla Jacob's weapons, including a small chance of getting a Bessie. Oh yeah, plus a chance to contain arsenal weapons if that option was selected. Selecting any Vault Hunter challenge option will always spawn Jacob's weapons, so it basically overrides Vault Hunter challenges changes. Okay. This vendor will spawn randomized weapons, but they will always be Jacob's. And apparently, Sleep also managed to create custom versions of Arsenal shotguns to make specific elemental variations so that elemental lance troopers will use Arsenal shotguns of matching element. I'm not sure what to think about that going into this, but we'll see how that is. All right. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but guess we'll find out hopefully today. Anyway, let's jump in. Let's actually go take a look at the Jacob's vendor real quick. I did make sure that this was working before the stream, so but we may as well go. You know, may as well show you guys. Also, I don't know if I mentioned it because I don't think I streamed this. But there was also another update that came out that Sleep released. Was it early this week? Yeah, so I definitely didn't show it. But it makes the brains missions that, you know, Undead TK gives you actually, like, more worth it in terms of the rewards and stuff, you know, because the things that he, like, throws up, like the gear, is comparable to, like, you know, several lance chests worth of goodies. So I think overall, and I wish I could show you guys that, but I've already done the brains missions here, so I unfortunately won't be able to show you guys that. But if you go over onto the Discord server and you go into like the mods chat, you know, Sleepmaster posted like a video of it where he kind of shows it off. But I mean, that being said, I still, even if I had the option to do it right now, I probably wouldn't, just because I hate those missions so much. It does make them better, so like on like later playthroughs, but yeah, I just did those missions not that long ago, so I'm just like, But as you can see here, you got the plus at the end of these, which means it's working, you know. Because again, before they were just vanilla. And I don't know, yeah, I don't think the grenade launchers are part of this. I have, Sleepmaster's gonna have to confirm that. But yeah, I haven't seen any yet. Let's actually go ahead and go back to this, and I don't know, I just kind of want to see what we get here from a couple runs, doing a couple runs of this. But yeah, as far as I know, like, those are the only major changes that have been made in additions to the mod since I last streamed it, so. But yeah, I'm not, you know, just gonna be doing this. I do plan on, I'm actually gonna do a little bit of Underdome, and then I'm gonna go to Cromrax and Armory, I think. That's kind of the goal today, because I just want to do a little bit more Underdome, you know? Do like another, just 5-rounder, maybe not like a complete 5-rounder, but let's see. I should probably equip that one thing, that artifact that makes me move faster, but I'm too lazy. Anyway, how's your guys' Thursday been going so far? let's see. What's up here? What am I doing? Damn. Yeah, I'm not seeing the grenade launchers. It was actually good, just because those haven't been properly like implemented into this mod. So I'm kind of glad they're not in there yet. I do want them to eventually be a part of this mod, but it's just kind of weird having like random grenade launchers just in that vendor specifically. It's just that was a little weird, but yeah, I do like the fact that he updated that to where it is more compatible with this mod, like that vendor. That's nice. That's a nice change. All right, let's go ahead and go to the Underdome. I just want to do a little bit more testing in the Underdome. Kind of see if I get anything good too, Because I'm also kind of like a little upset that last time I didn't actually go all the way through a 5-rounder. I'm still not even sure if I'm going to do that this time, but I'm trying to get through a 5-rounder. We'll just see. I don't know. Depends on how long this takes, because I do want to have time for some Crom Racks and Armory by the end of this, so stick around for that. Ooh! Wow! Look at that, fucking Usurper. Sure. Damn, that took up like most of my money. Look at that, dude. Dimensional Inducer. Nice. Ooh! Allegiance Artifact. Allegiance Artifact. I've not seen one of those yet. For Ancient Shields. Nice. That's fucking awesome. Okay. Ooh, we got a Iridian Shield in here. See, dude, that's so sick. I won't get over it. That's so cool. Just finding those things in there. Alright. Let's do Hellburbia. Why not? This is my favorite one. I feel like this one's kind of smaller as well. It's just easier to like get around and like find the enemies and stuff. Whereas I feel like the other ones are a little bit of a pain in the ass sometimes. I did already adjust my loadout before the stream. So this is what I'm rocking, in case you guys were wondering. I did keep out the same shield artifact and class mod from last time though. Because I just love this combo of just having like the extra drop chances and finding more gear and stuff. Zeus, hey, what's up, man? I'm doing good. I'm doing great. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming in. It's always good to see you, man. Yeah, I got the hand cannon going on. I figured I'd, just change it up a little bit, use a couple things I don't normally use a lot. I always forget how much fun the hand cannon is as well. This thing's fucking awesome. As you can see, it's just... Look at just falls onto the pumpkin. Nice. Just fucking get gibbed upon. God, it was something I was gonna say going into the stream. I wanted to talk about with you guys, but I don't remember. Oh yeah, did you guys see that the new Borderlands 4 like deluxe edition packs or whatever? There's like I think was there like a deluxe edition, there's a super deluxe edition or something like that. And like it, at least to me, like at first glance it looks pretty lackluster. Like you don't even get like full like DLC, like mini, I guess, DLC expansions like you used to get with like every other Borderlands game. I guess Wonderlands didn't really do that though. I think it's leaning more into that type of shit. And by mini DLC expansions, I mean like, something like the Nox DLC or even this, just basically like what you would, think of when you think of like Borderlands DLCs. I feel like, it's kind of been like the norm. Fuck. But, like, yeah, apparently you just get, like, new missions or something, and, like, cosmetics, new weapons, gear. I think, like, the biggest highlight is, like, the 2 new Vault Hunters that you'll get, so that's cool, but, like, just the fact that, you know, it's only gonna be, like, you know, they're dumbing down some of the DLC content is kind of annoying. At least that's what it looks like. Again, there's no like Nox DLC type thing. There's no, you know, Tiny Tina DLC. There's no, you know, list can go on and on. That's what I mean by that. I don't know what you want to call those. I just call them like mini expansions, you know, to the game. It just sounds like we're gonna get like missions and shit. Like I don't even know if we're gonna get new areas. Maybe.
You earned it.
Like what would you call these? Like what would you call like the Nox DLC or the Underdome? Like it's that type of content that I feel like is not going to be in the next game. It just sounds like you're just getting like extra missions and like Vault Hunters and gear and stuff like that. It doesn't sound like you're getting anything. You know, they're not promising like 4 big DLC packs that like have like a ton of new areas, ton of new enemies, quests, gear. You know, again, like what we've been basically have expected since Borderlands 1, right? That type of content, that type of DLC. I just can't think of a better name than like a mini expansion, because that's kind of what they are. I wouldn't say like a full expansion, because they're really not. Like, when I think of an expansion, I think of something like really big, but something that does add a pretty decent amount of content, you know what I mean? Like a decently sized DLC pack. Yeah, how much even... I didn't even look at the pricing, but I can imagine it's fucking insane, you know? 120 euros? Dude, really? Wonder what it, what that would be for USD. In comparison. That's insane. So yeah, that's really stupid when I saw that. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? That's it, you know? It gives me like Wonderlands DLC vibes, because like again, I think that game did a similar thing where it's like, oh, here's some like mini dungeons or something, and that's all you get, you know? Like just, it's just like very, like it's like a sad excuse of you know, DLC essentially. It's lame. It's not very exciting. It doesn't make you want to pay the extra money. Because again, I always loved how like these other games promised, even Borderlands 3 had it, like it promised 4 big DLCs, which were actually not too bad, other than I think the Krieg one was kind of not the best, but still, you know, like the first 2 were phenomenal in my opinion. Jesus Christ, dude, that is... no. Is that for the Super Deluxe? And again, I'm not even sure, like, what... Let me look up... I'm gonna look up what comes with that really quick. Borderlands for Super Deluxe. What does it come with? Holy shit. And this is the regular Deluxe is $100. It does say story expansion, so maybe we are getting that? I don't know, at least on this Reddit post. But like if you look on the official Borderlands, like what they posted, like the little image. Let me see here though. I could be wrong. I could honestly be wrong about this. It does say 4 unique areas. New missions and unique bosses, but like... only 4 areas? Like, what does that mean? You know what I mean? In the grand scheme of things. It sounds like it's not as much as what you would normally get. Maybe these areas are giant, though, I guess? 4 vault cards? Like, what the fuck, dude? New gear, weapons, vehicles, and cosmetics. And then it just looked like, looking at this, it looks lackluster, man. Like, it just doesn't, like, you look through this and you're like, that's it, dude? That's fucking it? 2 new map regions? Like, what does that mean? That doesn't sound very exciting. They could be very big, maybe? It just doesn't sound like, at first glance. It should be like, oh, 2 new massive map regions with a lot of content, you know? Because, you know, you look at this, you're just like, you're paying $130 fucking dollars for mainly weapon skins and, yeah, skins, you know, a couple new areas, I guess some new missions, new gear. And again, I think the highlight being the 2 new Vault Hunters, so that sounds more exciting than the actual like new areas and stuff, in my opinion. Because again, it doesn't really specify what, if they're small, if they're big. It could be like Wonderlands in the sense that they're like really lackluster. So I guess we'll find out. But to me, it doesn't sound like we're getting what, you know, again, like mini expansions like what we would get in these other games. It sounds like they're going for a different direction, which maybe is going. You know, maybe they're still going to be massive in size. Let's fucking hope they better be for the price that you're... Again, $130 is no fucking joke. Even $100 is insane. So they better be fucking... And just, like... The amount of content there better be... justified. Like, it better be fucking good, dude. And there better be a lot there, you know, in order to justify that price tag. Jesus. I don't know. What do you guys think about this stuff? That's kind of my thoughts. I just think it's fucking stupid. Like, I saw that, I'm like, that's it? Like, that's my reaction. I was just like, that doesn't sound like anything crazy to me. That does not sound worth it at all. But only time will tell, I guess. You know, maybe, again, these expansions or whatever these are, you know, whatever they're going to be are actually going to be big. It's just, we just don't know that. Unless that's been, you know, they've been asked that somewhere and I just don't know. But, like, if you just base it off of that post alone, it's just, it doesn't sound like it's anything crazy. Like, oh, 2 new regions, like... How big are these regions going to be? Like, are they going to be massive? Or is there going to be a lot of content? Like, I'm just saying, compared to like what we were promised before in other games, it just doesn't sound very exciting, you know? So, anyway. Yeah, 4 big DLCs. Exactly. And the thing is, right, like, deluxe editions, haven't they been cheaper in the past? I don't know about Borderlands 3, to be honest. I don't know how much that shit was costed, but... Still, you were promised, like, 4 giant DLC packs, or at least decently sized. And I feel like they actually kind of, you know... you know, lived up to that promise. Excuse me, voice crack. With that, except for like honestly like the last one with the Krieg one, that one was pretty lackluster in terms of you know, content and everything. But I feel like the other ones, especially the first 2, were actually like pretty good. Like they justified that a little bit. Oh god. Oh dude, this guy's got a hole. Oh, I was only a white dude. He was fucking me up with that. Holy shit. Also, I just realized I missed the fucking thing again. God, I gotta pay attention. I was just too busy ranting about this shit to even pay attention. Sorry about that, guys. I really want to make sure I... That's part of why I'm here, is to get the tower loot and stuff. See what I get from that. Why? Also, I just realized I forgot to message Sleep that I'm live. Fuck, I don't know if he's here watching. Dude, am I gonna die? Really? Because this guy's fucking hiding behind the goddamn... That's some like Borderlands 2 AI shit right there. That's okay. I was only on like round 1 anyway, or wave 1, so it's not a big deal, I think. You know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was on. Yeah, wave 1. So it doesn't matter. So, not really losing any progress. I'm still excited for Borderlands 4, but already now it's taking my hype. Oh, is it really for first person is back? Because I was kind of worried that, like, they might go more in the third person route. I kind of hope they have, like, an option for both, because I actually like the first person in the newer games. At least for the new games, I actually like that perspective. But there's a lot of people, obviously, that don't. So maybe it would be kind of cool if they added, like, a way to, like, change it, you know, just for those people who don't like it, but... I personally am actually one of those people who really enjoys the first-person perspective in the new games. I think it's kind of what makes those new games distinct as well from the older games in the series. And honestly, I find first-person to be, like, scarier than third-person. You know, like, I don't know, I just feel that way. Like, the fact that you're not able to completely see around your character, like, you're only limited to what you see in front of your character. Like, it's very, like, immersive as well, you know what I mean? But I feel like it adds to the scary factor, you know? I mean, I guess with third person, like, obviously you... You still have to turn the camera around to see behind you, but, like, I don't know. There's just something about first person that just makes it a little bit scarier for me. Think it plays both, gotcha. Because honestly, like, I didn't like when they did the third person view for the was it Shadow of Rose DLC in RE8? Is that what it was called? I didn't like that. I didn't really like it. I felt like I wasn't as scared. It wasn't scary. And I didn't even bother playing through the game in third person, because they added that option to play through like just the main game in third person. I didn't even bother with that because I just didn't care enough about it, to be honest. But again, some people were like fucking going crazy about that shit, like, which I just don't understand, but and that's okay. That's okay, I guess. I don't need to understand. But I just also don't really get the people who, like, diss on the new games because of the first person. It's like, really? I don't know. That's just kind of weird to me. Like, just because of the first person aspect, like, is kind of lame. Like, I could maybe see if, like, maybe you get motion sick from first-person games or something. I don't know, like, just something like that, but, like, just dissing on it, like, out of preference. Like, oh, well, I prefer... And that's fine, it's fine to prefer the third person, but I think just, like, hating on the new games is just not, and just being like, oh, well, they suck because it's in first person, like, it's stupid. Which I've seen that before. I've seen that type of shit before. So... Can you show off the Dead Man's Tail and that Pearl Jacobs assault rifle, pretty please? Pearl Jacobs assault rifle. Oh, this? Yeah, I've been using it. The Damnation. I've been using it. But I could show off the Dead Man's Tail as well, sure. Well, let's use the Dead Man's Tail for these guys, I guess. I don't know if you know what the Dead Man's Tail already does, but in case you're not familiar, it basically just shoots giant fucking nails that impale enemies. Makes like a juicy sound effect as well when you hit enemies with it, even if they're not made of flesh. Like, you can shoot claptraps with it and it'll still make the same sound effect, which I think is pretty fucking hilarious. But look at that, yeah, just went right through his fucking brain, dude. Look at that. And then the Damnation is basically just like a really fast-firing, semi-automatic Jacobs assault rifle. Like, it's something you'd see in, like, Borderlands 2, just like as fast as you can pull the trigger type thing with, like, good crit damage and everything. Alright, this time I gotta make sure I get the, Let me tell Sleep I'm live. I don't know if he's even seen it. I'll just say live. I don't know if he might even be offline at this point. I have no idea. I guess I'll also post it on Discord too. Oh well. You can probably catch this after the fact too. So. I'm gonna be honest though, guys. Borderlands 4 just... The more I hear about that game, the less, like, excited I get. You know what I mean? Especially after that whole Randy Pitchford situation. Only true fans will buy this game. Or whatever the fuck he said. Trying to justify the price tag or whatever the fuck. I don't know. I think he, didn't he apologize about it? I don't even know, but it's like... Ugh, I hate that guy, man. I really do. Ugh. Alright. After this wave, we get the loot drop. Thank you. I think those are the only 2 Jacobs Pro guns I haven't found from the Arsenal mod. Oh, cool. Yeah, man, they're fucking awesome. Like, honestly, the Dead Man's Tale is... I think this is the only character that I have it on, actually. Like, max level character. It's one of the Pro Lessons I've only found, like, I think a couple times. This being, I think, the 2nd time. I could be wrong on that, though, but I've definitely just hardly found that thing. Not saying it's, like, has, like, a harder, you know, or a lower chance to drop than other things, because I think they're probably all the same, right? Like, all the Pro Lessons are probably have the same chance. But for me, like, personally, like, that one is just... I haven't really gotten very much. Which is why when I got on this character, I was, like, fucking excited, dude. Hans and Franz. Look at that damage, though. Okay, go, 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 go. Loot. Ooh. A lot of legendary Millennium. What else we got? Thumper. Fuck, that's just not enough time to look through this stuff, man. That's not enough time. See, I don't know. Like, I don't mind the increased drop rates, but I do think it is a little bit like of a pain in the ass just having that limited time frame just to look through like 16 different things. But I don't know if you're here, man, or if you're gonna watch this, but I wonder if like you could maybe like lower the amount of like stuff that drops by a little bit, just like maybe half what it is now. Keeping the same chances and everything though, you know? Drop chances, but you know, because again, like, I don't know, I've just noticed that, just like the fact that like it just disappears so quickly and just having to look through like 16 different things. While it's doable, it's not really ideal, you know what I mean? Like, even if you're not there, like, on time, too, like, if, like I was, like, you could just easily miss out on a bunch of it. I don't know. That's just, like, what I think, anyway. I don't know what you guys think of that, but... Because I know I've been, like, weird about the Underdome, like, you know, just the drop chances from the tower and stuff, but, like, I do think that is, you know, that whole thing with it disappearing really quickly and there being a lot to look through can be a little bit annoying, but I think that's justified. Let's see. Do you for Borderlands 1? Do you play enhanced or just the original? I play the original. I don't. Yeah, I don't play the enhanced. Or as I like to call it, the dehanced. Because I just don't. I think it's like a lesser, like a. You know, I think the original is like the superior version. You know what I mean? Because some of the changes and additions they've made in the enhanced just kind of retract from like the overall experience for me. Man, I love, I don't know what it is, I think it's this, the shield I'm using, the Firebrand, but I just love how they explode in money and stuff. I think it's so awesome. Like, I love how the money just flies up into the air. There's just something fucking awesome about that. Kind of satisfying, like, look at that. Have you found any Pearl Jacobs launchers or repeaters? I've only found the money shot, kill switch, eraser, railgun. Kill switch, yeah. Railgun. I mean, this character doesn't have, honestly, a lot of stuff here. That's good to know. It's worth it to play enhanced. Yeah, like, again, some people like the enhanced. That being said, like, I'm not, you know, if any of you guys do like the enhanced, I'm not going to judge you, like, you know, because some people do like it, and that's fine. Some people prefer the fact that you can change the FOV, like, you know, easily in the settings, or the mini-map, how there's, like, a mini-map, and, you know, but I just think, like, there's so much more, like, the fact that, you know, they added those gearbox weapons, which sounds cool, like, oh, yeah, they added more loot, right? But, like, the weapons are so poorly balanced, and they take up, like, they're like the priority when you're farming, like, for example, Cromrax, they drop, like, over other stuff that you can get, they take the priority. And again, they're, like, busted as fuck as well, so, you know, additions like the golden chest is also kind of dumb, like, we don't need a golden chest in this game. The fact that the drop rates have been increased, it just overall, like, and I can keep going, like, the UI is not as good, it's more clunky, and, like, you know, compared to, like, this UI, which is just so much easier to navigate. Yeah. There's just various things. But I can see why some people maybe do prefer it, just for, like, again, stuff like the FOV slider, having that, you know. I think the worst offender for me, though, is the fact that they, you know, tinker with the drop rates, man, because I feel like the drop rates for this game are already perfect. And for some people, arguably too high. So the fact that they're even higher is just like, why? And again, the gearbox weapons and just how they take priority in the loot pools and stuff, it's just, ugh. Like, they end up being like a hindrance, you know? You're like, oh god, not another gearbox weapon. You know what I mean? Like, like, you farm Cromrax and you're like, ah, oh, come on, man. Like, I don't want another one of these fucking things, dude. Like, give me, like, a... You know, any other fucking legendary. At least from my experience, that's what happened when I was playing the Enhanced, when I was farming Cromrax, is that those would just take priority. Like, I would guarantee get, like, several fucking, like, gearbox legendaries every time I kill Cromrax, and, like, I would hardly see any other types of legendaries. Maybe I was just unlucky, but that's just how it was. I don't know. It didn't feel good, though. It didn't feel good at all. Like, the gearbox legendaries just feel like they're just thrown in your face, I mean, at all times. Like, the golden chest has a high chance to give them to you. I've had that happen. You know, I think if you have, like, I can't remember if you have, like, a Borderlands 1 save already, or or what, or if, you know, but the game like gives you one right out of the gate. Like you start with a Gearbox legendary weapon. I think if you just have a Borderlands 1 save that it detects in your system. I could be wrong about how you actually get that, you know, but whatever it was, I did start with a Gearbox legendary. So the game just is like, here's fucking, you know, it just shoves them in your face, like shoves them down your throat at all times, it feels like. And the game is just arguably like easier because of the increased drop rates, the fact that you have those Gearbox legendaries, which again are fucking busted. They didn't even balance them properly with the rest of the gear in the game. And it's funny, you know, some people think that the Arsenal stuff is like busted or whatever, it's like not balanced, but I feel like the Arsenal is actually balanced really well. Like, I feel like TCD really tried its best, and, you know, and Sleep with the Iridian Overhaul, just, they tried their best to balance things out, and I think they did a good job. Obviously, there is going to be standout, like, overpowered things, but, like, the main game has that too, like the Hellfire. I feel like, for the most part, like, it feels, like, really well integrated into the actual game, and the rest of the loot, you know, you can get, so. I agree, I want to play the way it was. Not too many changes, but I can see some of the appeal for the enhanced. Yeah. Yeah, me too. And like I said, like, I'm not gonna, like, you know, call you out if, like, you know, like the enhanced or whatever. Like, if anybody comes in here like, oh, I love the enhanced, it's like, cool, you know? I don't know, I've just seen that before where it's just like, you know, somebody says that, you know, they mention the enhanced, it's just like, well, dude, what? Why are you playing the enhanced? Fucking idiot, you know? I've managed to get the Arsenal, Ball Hunter challenges, rating overall, bandit weapons, essentials, and character overhaul all to work together nicely? Dude, how? How the fuck? How did you do that? Please tell me. Because that's fucking crazy, dude. Wow. Does that mean, yeah, that means you have editable base maps, right? Because isn't that required for, like, the essentials and the character overhaul? Pretty sure. I could be wrong about that, actually. Maybe it's not required for those. I don't know. But. Okay, I gotta make sure I book it to the. Oh, whoops! Fucking Pinky and Digit. I forgot about them. Fuck you guys. Oh shit, dude, they're fucking me up right now. Do I have anything else? Fuck. There we go. Only thing I don't like about this gun is the slow fire, which, you know, it does make sense. It balances it out. It is satisfying to see all these weapons drop, though. Ooh. Headbanger. That's pretty cool. Oh, see, I'm already fucking, like, I'm, like, in a rush. Fuck. I just don't even get to look at them. You know what I mean? That's so crazy you got all those monsters to work together, man. That's insane. Also, I should probably pay attention to the modifiers for once in my life. I just haven't even been paying attention to them. Hasn't really seemed to matter that much, though, to be honest, but that's okay. I mean, the modifiers really like start to, you know, affect things once you do like a 20 rounder. They're not as big of a deal in a 5 rounder, at least at this point when you have like, you know, you're at max level and you've got some decent stuff, you know. I mean, it does still help to pay attention to them because you can use it to your advantage. Like, you know, like for example, if there's like the pistol, I don't even know what it's called. Like those modifiers that like give you a damage boost with certain weapon types, like, you know, that type of shit. But that's useful. Let's see where the where the hell is he? Oh, look at all this money over here. I just noticed that. Ooh, the speeds. High speed, nice. I like this one. Bzzz. I wonder if, like, you know, if you have other things that increase movement speed, like the Godspeed or, you know, that artifact or whatever, like if that actually stacks, like the movement speed effects stack. I have no idea, but that'd be interesting. Dude, the Altair is so good, man. I love this thing. It's so good. And again, the Firebrand really makes this more interesting too, just having enemies like drop. Like ammo and armor and armor. Been playing too much Doom, sorry. Ammo, you know, money, health. I mean, I don't know. I'd have to see what they might still drop some of that stuff if you don't have it equipped, but I don't know. I don't know if they do. I guess maybe they might. They probably do, you know, since I'm playing as Mordecai, but you know that I have like certain skills like ransack and stuff, so. But if you're playing as, like, I don't know, Roland or something, I don't know if they do. Oh, another high speed. Oh, yeah. I think I installed Essentials first, then Editable Base Maps and UI Icon, then all the load mods. After those were all working nice, I backed up my saves and then installed Character Overhaul. So, I'm assuming, did you have to uninstall the Bloodless files and stuff in the, like the dialogue files and everything in the arsenal? Because I know that there's like a few files that are, you know, they cause the game to crash a lot if you keep them, especially with editable base maps. Like, it's practically impossible to play editable base maps with the arsenal if you have those files. So I'm wondering if you use that workaround, or if you had like some other workaround or something. If you even have a workaround, maybe it just works for you somehow. I don't know. But, it's just crazy to hear that because, like, you know, I don't know. This game is already really, can be a pain in the ass just to use mods for anyway. Like, it can easily break, you know, things can easily just go wrong. So that's why, well, you know, when you were telling me that, you know, I'm like, what the hell? Especially since you said the Arsenal's in the mix. It's like, what? How the fuck, dude? But I'm assuming you did something to get that to work, like some sort of workaround. But yeah, I've been playing like a ton of Doom 2016. Fuck. No, please, come on! What the fuck? Are you fucking joking me right now, dude? Are you really fucking kidding me right now? Come on, man. What a terrible place to go down. That's okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was saying I've been playing a lot of Doom. It's not my first time playing through Doom 2016, but I played it when it came out. You guys have probably also heard me talk about how much I how much I love Snap Map in that game, and I always talk about the maps that I make and that I've made in there. But as far as like the campaign, I've only played through that once when it came out. I haven't actually replayed it, so up until now, anyways. And it's really, I'm gonna be honest, it's really weird going back to Doom 2016 after playing Eternal and Dark Ages. Like, it just feels like, it still feels really fast-paced, but like, I'm just so used to Eternal and Dark Ages that it feels kind of weird to go back. But I've been getting used to it, Oh yeah, it's the close quarters thing going on, huh? That's what it is. Ah, fuck. But I've already talked about it before, but I just want to say it again, I really enjoyed Doom the Dark Ages. I don't understand why it's getting so much hate, honestly. It's crazy to me. The game is fantastic. I had so much fun playing it. I actually really want to play through it again. Potentially on stream. Do like nightmare difficulty or something? I don't know. I've been thinking about that. Which if you guys have been watching, my streams lately, you'd know that I want to do that. I'm still kind of deciding though if that's what I want to do next. I don't know. Fuck that. Fuck that. Ooh, tenacity artifact. See, that would have been useful right there. Fight your life. Just when I went down earlier. Although I don't know if that would have saved me, to be honest, because the enemies, just like the way I was positioned and where the enemies were and stuff, was just... Oh, what the fuck happened to that guy? Did you see that shit? That was weird. Yeah, fuck you, bitch. Boom! I think I installed Arsenal after editable base maps. The only thing I uninstalled was the whole game. And all my files before I added the mods. Oh, so like, are you saying you did like a complete fresh install and then you install all that stuff? Is that what you're saying? Like you had no mods before that and just everything was as like vanilla as can be before you install everything. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, let's mix it up a little bit here. What else we got? Let's see. The terrace, sure, we'll do that. Sawed off, maybe? Try it. Maybe the Eviscerator, and I'll keep the Altair, why not? Well, actually, no, I got the terrace, so we'll switch that up as well. Vanquish, maybe? Fuck, I don't know, man. We'll do this Anaconda, why not? This thing's pretty fun. It's like a masher. Does a lot of damage, I think. But dude, I'm jealous, man. I'm jealous you got all that working. Honestly.
You got an elemental weapon? Now's the time to use it. Elemental challenge.
The Elemental Challenge.
There's just so many of them. What are you going to do against the Horde Wave?
Jeez, the fucking crowd reaction right there is loud. Look at this shit, dude. Look how fucking good this thing is. Holy hell. Look at that, dude. That is awesome. Oh god. Get the fuck away from me. Oh my god, I'm on top of this guy. Okay. Whoa, hey bud. Oh shit, dude. Somebody just blew up. I'm letting myself get overrun here. It's like Call of Duty Zombies. Nazi zombies. Dude, is anybody actually here? Is anybody here actually excited for Black Ops 7? Does anybody actually give a fuck about Call of Duty anymore? I don't know. I know I don't. I mean, there obviously are people that do. Otherwise, they wouldn't be making them. But for me, like, the series fell off way back. I think, like, honestly, the last good game for me was Black Ops 2. That's when the series started to fall off after that. But I think a lot of the people who play Call of Duty now are like younger, like kids or something. I have no idea, but I just can't believe there's going to be a Black Ops 7. Like, what the fuck, man? And the fact they're still making Call of Duty games like yearly, or like there's a yearly Call of Duty game. It's like, come on, man. I still think Black Ops 1 is my favorite Call of Duty, though. Like, if I had to pick one. It would either be that or Modern Warfare 2, but I think Black Ops 1 just takes the cake, because that game just, man, it just is, like, overall, like, the perfect package. You got, like, an amazing campaign, you got an amazing side mode with Call of Duty Zombies, with, like, in my opinion, it's the best iteration of Call of Duty Zombies. And then you have fucking fantastic multiplayer as well, so... yeah. I also just love the Cold War setting. Yeah, I go 100% refresh, and only want to mod the game plus I verify file integrity or whatever it is, so that it's like I just bought the game and downloaded it for the first time. Gotcha. Okay. So yeah. Fresh install. I get it. See, maybe that might be part of my issue too, because I feel like normally when I install mods, like even with this Ultimate Loot mods, like I already have a couple mods already, you know, that are like, they don't even have to do with it, like custom maps and stuff, and Oasis and all that stuff. I don't know if that affects anything. Like I've pretty much never not had Oasis installed. Oh. Shit. Oh yeah, he's got his little fucking rocket launcher, which is awesome because you actually can't get this thing again normally, right? Oh, here we go. Fuck. Oh, what is that? Needhog plus, nice. Hank Wolf. Ooh, look at this stuff. Nice. Executioner, cool. I'll take that. Why not? Like, God, I just don't get time, man. And maybe I'm just slow, but like, fuck, I don't know. I do think, like, what do you guys think? Like, would it benefit from having less stuff, or am I just crazy? Maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know.
Oh, this is so exciting! Another round!
Maybe I'm just slow as fuck. I just think, I just want to have more time to like look through it. I think maybe since there's not really a way to increase the amount of time that you can look through it, as far as I know, like maybe just lowering the amount of stuff that drops, still keeping like obviously the same drop rates, but like just lowering the amount of equipment would probably fix that problem. I don't know what Sleep will think about that, to be honest, though. What did I even pick up before? I picked up something. So if I'd like one criticism, it'd probably be that. But other than that, man, this mod is fantastic. Like it does a lot of cool shit, man. And like I said, I'm excited for you guys to, you know, to play this when it comes out. Man, this thing is just too fun. What else we got, though? We got Terrorist. Actually, what else? Yeah, this Raider. Oof, nice. Oh, fuck you. Get out of here. God, it's so satisfying to get the lethal strike to trigger, man. So satisfying. Fuck, who is blasting me right now? Where? Dude, somebody's got like some iridium. Fuck, where? Oh, dude! Right fucking through the fence. You guys see that shit, dude? Right through the little sliver in the fence. Oh, crack. Nice. Get fucked, bitch. Honestly. I gotta be careful I don't go into that explosion, though. That can fuck me up. Is there any games you guys are excited about coming out soon, though? Fuck, when does Ninja Gaiden Ragebound come down? That comes out soon, I think. I can't wait for that. I think there's even a demo for it. Oh, I need to check that out. Also, I don't think I've mentioned this, but I think I said in the last stream I was going to start it, but I did start playing Doom 3 Phobos, the Phobos mod for Doom 3. I got it on GOG. Which, by the way, man, that whole thing with on GOG where, like, you can just easily install mods, like, I love that new thing they added with that. Because it really is just, like, you install the mod and you just play it. Like, it's that fucking simple. They're not wrong about that. So yeah, I did buy Doom 3 again on there, but it was only like $3, so I figured it was worth it, you know, to play the mod. Not like it's that hard to install the mod anyway, but I just figured, like, why the fuck not, you know? Save myself a little bit of the hassle, because it... You know. I was just feeling lazy, I guess. You know? I just wanted to jump into it, man. You know? But, yeah, it's like... Dude, Doom 3 Phobos is fucking awesome. Like, I was a little skeptical at first. Oh, I didn't see that before. Nice. Except for that fire at you. I was a little skeptical at first when I started them on, because I was like, what the fuck is going on with this? Like, with the story, it's a little weird. Like, with the... I don't even know if you'd want to call, like, flashback sections or sequences. Like, the game kind of starts out with one. But they actually honestly kind of grew on me as I've gone through the mod. And really, it's one of those mods where you do need to kind of experience it for the first bit to really get into it, like, and appreciate it, I feel like. Because, man, dude, like, the level design, holy shit, dude, the level design, dude, is so good. Like, the amount of detail, and, dude, the puzzles, like, everything is just so good about it, man. I'm really enjoying it so far. I think I'm on, like, chapter... or Act 3 or whatever the fuck. No, I'm on Act 2. No, or am I on Act 3? I don't remember. There's like 4 acts or 3 acts. Or chapters, whatever you want to call them. Like episodes. I think they're actually called episodes. And the 4th one has yet to come out, but I think that's going to be the final one to be released when that comes out. But man, like, I was expecting, like, the mod to go by pretty quick, to be honest, but it's fucking long. Like, I already have, like, 10 plus hours, I think, in it at this point. Which is pretty crazy, and I'm not even, like, halfway through. Let's see, is there a way that I could get early access to this mod? I'd love to check it out, help Sleep work on all the kinks, give it feedback. I got 2,000 hours in Borderlands 1. Maybe, yeah, honestly, maybe you could. You could hit him up. I mean, if he's watching this, yeah, like, that'd be cool. He'll probably watch this and see that anyway. But I'm sure he'll, you know, he's definitely looking for more people to test shit. So the more people and the more, you know, different like feedback he gets, the better, you know. I feel like, but that's ultimately up to him. So. But yeah, Sleep Man, if you're watching this, dude, like you got somebody else who could, you know, help give you feedback and stuff with this. Oh shit, there's a lot of guys. I'm honestly not sure who he has though. I think I at least know of like one other person who also streams as well that's been testing this, but I have no idea who else, you know, if he has anybody else who's testing it as well. I have no idea. But I'd imagine maybe he does. But you could also, like I said, ask him like on Discord and stuff too. It does sound like, you know, you have like a lot of experience with these mods though, so, and with the game, so I feel like
You just completed another way.
you would be a good candidate, but that's just me, you know, again, I'm not the one who, you know, who made the mod, so, Stinger.
Shields are tough, huh? I bet this will make him even tougher. The bad guys with shields will have him regenerate quick like a bunny. You may think you're shit hot, but you haven't seen the badass.
I have no idea if this mod works with some of those other mods you've mentioned, though. It might. I have no idea. I have no idea if it works with like the character overhaul and stuff. But it would be interesting to know if it does, you know? Ooh, extra experience. That's fucking cool. That would have been handy when I was grinding to max level before. That would have been nice. Although I wouldn't have used that anyway, just because I wanted to be as vanilla as possible with that. Since I was doing it for a video. But next time I have to grind to max level, that would be nice. That'd be very useful. I gotta say, I do love all the artifacts that have, you know, that are in this Iridian overall mod, man. They're fucking cool. I keep seeing like new effects as well. Oh god, holy shit! Oh, whoops, no. Oh boy. Okay. Not good. Oh shit, another super bad. No wonder I'm getting fucked. Okay. Dude, you need to die, sir. Get in there. Blast him. Oh no, please don't run away, please. Please don't be like Borderlands 2. Yes, stand right there. Oh no! No, fuck you! Oh, dude, that was clutch. That was clutch. That could have been... That could have been another restart right there. Fuck, dude. Okay. Whew. Also, if I seem like extra talkative and you know, jazzed up, it's because I am. I did have like a, you know, a cup of coffee before the stream because believe it or not, like I was like the complete opposite this morning, man. I was feeling like I could barely get out of bed and I was so tired. But I know that you know, watching me do the Undertale might not be the most entertaining thing, and it's not going to be like a normal thing I do. I'm just, you know, I just wanted to test it a little bit more. Like I said, I will, you know, do some Chrome Racks and Armor after this, some more interesting things, but I figured that, you know, that this is still pretty interesting considering the fact that, like, these enemies can drop, like, good stuff, and, like, the tower can also drop, like, you know, like, the loot is much more interesting right now, you know, than it ever was in vanilla, so... But even still, I don't know if it's fun to watch, like, somebody play through the Undertale. Get fucked, Sledge. I'm assuming he's gonna drop his shotgun, which I might also take, to be honest. Mongol. Look, fast. I guess you could just like pick up everything, but like I don't know. I wouldn't want to do that just because I feel like unless you don't have a lot of stuff in your inventory and your inventory is a lot easier to manage than mine, then like that might be a little bit better, but I just feel like I would lose track of everything I just picked up, because I'm very forgetful. I know it would like say at the top of the screen, but then that shit would go away, and then I would like be lost because that's like 16 different items have to pick up and like remember. And hopefully I'm not sounding like too harsh about the whole tower thing. I'm just giving my feedback. I don't mean to sound harsh because I do love this mod. I just that is just something I'm like on. Which I think is fair. I don't know. Like I said, maybe I'm just fucking crazy, or too slow, but I don't know. I just feel like the timer is just given the amount of things that drop is like it could be either more generous, which again I don't think is a thing. I don't think you can actually do that without editing the map, but or even if I don't even know if you can do that at all, but I think the best way to balance it would just be like lowering the drops. Fuck you. Oh, son of a bitch. This guy's also got some sort of iridium. Nice. Come meet your maker. Oh. Man, this thing is so much fun to use, man. Sawed off, it's so fun. It's like basically the double-barreled shotty or the super shotgun in Doom. Again, I've just been playing so much Doom lately. Doom is one of my favorite game franchises, man. Oh, fuck you. If I could somehow get in contact with you when I reinstall the game with the mods, I could try to walk you through the order to get them all to work. Yeah, man, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. I'll probably do that, like, once I'm done testing this mod, which I don't know when that's going to be. I have no idea when this mod's going to release, or, but I would love to at some point do that. I don't know if you're on Discord or, but you can add me on Discord as a friend. So at some point we can do that, because like I said, I would love to do that. I'd love to know how you got it all to work, for sure. And I would do that, but again, like right now I would do that, but I am testing this. That's the only problem. And it's unfortunately like this is not one of those mods where because mods before like editable base maps were honestly pretty easy to uninstall. Like, for example, just the Arsenal and the Iridium Weapons Overhaul. You just go into your packages folder, and like delete all the UPKs in there that are from the mods, and you're pretty much good to go. Maybe outside of a couple other things, but a lot of these newer mods, like this mod, replaces a lot of files and adds a bunch of files to to the game directory, and it gets kind of confusing. So unless you remember everything and have backed up every individual file that has been replaced, which by the way is a pain in the ass because there's a lot of different files that get replaced, then it's just not worth. Like you're probably just gonna have to reinstall the game. That's like the easiest thing to do. It's just to reinstall the game. Dude, I'm just fucking popping heads left and right with this. Holy fuck, dude. Look at that. Look at all this money. It's loot. But yeah, Rhett, dude, feel free to add me, man, on Discord. You know.
With dodgeball, the enemies will be hard to pin down.
Oh, man.
Like mad.
No! Oh, never mind. What am I doing? I don't know. For some reason, I don't know why, I just thought I missed another loot drop from the tower. I don't know why. Fuck. It's like, dude, it's not even the boss wave yet. I'm just paranoid. I'm gonna miss it. How do I find you on Discord? It's been a long time since I've had it, and I forgot to use it. I mean, you could also... I mean, if you want, dude, you could also add me on Steam. Either way. Whatever works best for you, man. Like, if you don't have to go through the hoops with Discord if you don't want to. Like, if it's easier, you can just add me on Steam. Just Handsome Jack Boy is my user. I've got, like, a rolling profile picture, so... But if that's easier for you, then that's fine too. You know, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Because Steam obviously has a chat function too, so you know when the time comes. So.
This guy's weapon is insane. You better be quick on your feet. Here he is.
Master McCloud. Wait, what is that? Did I ever see that? Oh, fuck. Also, Sleep Dude, if you're watching this, are you gonna, like, change the, rewards for, the Claptrap parts missions in the 4th DLC? I'm just wondering. Like, kind of like what you did with the Brains missions. Although I don't know. Those, while being tedious, I don't know, like, I feel like the Brains missions are definitely a lot more tedious, and it makes sense, especially considering it's kind of like an out-of-the-way thing, whereas, you know, the one in the 4th DLC, while still being really tedious, is not as annoying. Oh, fuck. But I still think it might be kind of cool, especially at, like, the end of it, like, maybe the whole quest chain, like, you get a bunch of good shit or something. I don't know. Like, when you finally build the Tannis... robot, whatever the fuck it is, man. The sex doll thing. I don't even know what the fuck the entire point of that was, to be honest. What that thing was supposed to be, but what purpose it served. Oh god. Also, if you do send me a friend request on Steam, just let me know, because I might not see it otherwise. I just have a lot of notifications on Steam that I have yet to go through after like years, so you might have to tell me. Dude, I have to take. Oh, no, no! No, I fucking missed it again! God damn it! God fucking damn it, dude. I almost blew myself up right there. Okay, I really quick have to use the bathroom. I gotta go really bad, so... I will be back. Give or take around 5 or so minutes. In the meantime, I will play some music for you guys. Just some more Shovel Knight soundtrack. But yeah, stay tuned. Stay tuned, everybody. I'll be back. Alright, I am back. That's probably why I spaced out that loot drop, just because I was just couldn't get my mind off peeing. Honestly, I had to go so bad. Okay, let's go jump back into the game. Turn that down. Not sure what time it is for you, but I'm in Canada, so it's about 6 p.m. here for me. I'll add you between 2 and 3 hours from now. Gotcha. Yeah, right now it's actually 5 p.m., so... This is like a 1 hour difference. Also, did I ever check out what that legendary assault rifle I saw was? Did I ever see? Dude, I gotta be careful with this thing. Been doing a lot of close quarters. This thing isn't really the best to use in close quarters. Where was that? Right here? Oh, it's a Marlin. Nice. Oh, that's so sick though when you can get like get kills with that cluster bomb, man. That's fucking awesome. Dude, I really want to get back into like Borderlands 2 and stuff. I know I've been saying that lately, but I really do. And pre-sequel. I'm kind of in the mood for that again. Because I'm going to be honest, I haven't actually really been in the mood to play Borderlands 2 and pre-sequel for a while. Especially Borderlands 2. Maybe pre-sequel, but... I mean, they're very similar in certain, like, in many aspects, so it kind of makes sense how one would affect the other a little bit, at least. But... We're on the final round, and again, after this, I am going to be doing some Cromrax. Probably some Cromrax first, and then a little bit of Armory, hopefully. We'll just kind of see and go from there. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do, but I'm definitely going to do at least one of those. Do I still have a combat rifle out? I know, I'm actually paying attention to the modifiers for once. Crazy, I know. Showtimer, hey man, longtime fan. Speaking of, just got a PC, been starting over on them all. Like all the Borderlands games? Is that what you're talking about? Nice, dude. That's awesome. Congrats on the new PC, by the way. And also, I appreciate your long-time support. I say this a lot, but it is nice to see longtime fans in the channel who have stuck around throughout the years. I appreciate it. Oh, fuck. I also appreciate those of you who are new, for sure. I appreciate all my my fans. Fuck. Oh, gods. Yeah, all the Borderlands. Been playing since day one as well. Nice. Same, man. Same. Oof. Fuck. Oh, God. What are your guys' favorite Borderlands game? Like, what's your favorite Borderlands game? You don't have to say Borderlands 1. You don't have to say that. You could even be brutally honest with me and say Borderlands 3. Or hell, even Wonderlands. Oh, fuck. Oh, God! But please don't tell me it's new Tales from the Borderlands. I will judge you for that one. I will. Because I don't know who in their right mind would even like that game. I'm going to be honest. Who even likes that game? The game should not exist. Oh, my God! I'm getting fucked up, dude. Oh, shit. See, I gotta be careful, because that thing, that can, like, kill me when I get back up. I could just get knocked right down again. Fuck, okay. What was I doing? What did I pick up? Oh no, I was looking to see if I had one of those already. I don't know if I do, so I'll take it. Mine is one for real. It just kept me going with play throughout the years. Yeah, dude, same man, same. Again, there is still a reason why I'm playing this game. It also is nice to have all these mods and stuff. You know, it just really increases replay value. But just the game by itself, like without mods, is like I'd still probably be playing it. Maybe not as much as I am now, but I'd definitely still be playing it. You know, I'd still be doing some Crom racks and armor runs here and there and stuff. This game's just that good. That replayable to me. It doesn't get old. You know, like for me, like Borderlands 2, you know, the other games just they kind of get a little stale at some point. I mean, I go through my phases, you know, but this game has remained like relevant to me for fucking ever, man. Like, and that's kind of crazy, especially knowing me and how I like, you know, I go through these phases of like being obsessed with a game, and then you know, all of a sudden I'm just like, okay, well, you know, like I get obsessed with something else. Like that's how my brain works. But this game, like it doesn't matter. You know. It just it negates that mental issue, you know, because it's just it's in a league of its own, you know what I mean? It stays relevant to me no matter what mood I'm in, you know what I mean? Like, oh fuck. Not to say there hasn't been times where I maybe haven't felt like playing this game, but even still, it's just like compared to the other games, like I feel like this game just. It's always fun. I love this game, man. So good. Oh, get the fuck away. Nice. Yeah, it really just doesn't get old. And again, that really goes to show how well this game did you know, like the part system for this game is and everything, and like the endgame grinds, despite there being a kind of a lack of content in the endgame grind, like the actual like farming, like in the amount of guns and you know, variations and things that you can get, really keeps it interesting. You know, just again with that part system. Oh fuck, nice. Dude, I just... Because again, I've talked about before, but like Borderlands 2, man, for example, like once you get a legendary in that game, you don't really need to get it again. You know what I mean? Like if you're a max level character, you get like a specific legendary, there's no real reason to go and get it again. Unless maybe you're not max level or something and you need to refarm it for some reason, which, well... Not for some reason. I mean, you're going to have to do that unless you use Gibbed or something, because that's just how that game works, and that's something I hate about it. But whereas this game, you know, you'll get a legendary, and it might not be relevant to you at all. Like it might be trash. Like there's a good chance it's trash. That's how this part system works. But there's also a good chance it might be fucking amazing. And hell, it might even be perfect part combination. And there's just something so satisfying, man, about fucking like finally finding that perfect weapon that you've been after. You know what I mean? Also, I just like the random nature of this game. I'm not the biggest fan, and I know this is like an unpopular opinion, and I'll blame some of you for disagreeing with me, but I'm just not the biggest fan of dedicated drops. I like how this game handles the drop system, you know. I just think it lends itself to being way more satisfying when you actually get the thing you want as well. And for some people it might be frustrating, and you know, but for me, I think it adds to it. It makes the drops just that much more satisfying to get. You know, like for example, when I got that tsunami, I was fucking looking for forever on my Lilith, dude. When I finally got it, it was good fire rate and everything, and I think even just decent parts overall, dude. That shit was so satisfying. One of the coolest, most memorable moments for me in this game. And there's a lot of those kind of moments, man. Borderlands 2, I don't really remember a lot of those moments. In fact, the moments that stick with me from Borderlands 2 are not from dedicated drops, but rather from like world drops. Because those are the moments that stick with you when you're like, holy shit, dude, that fucking dropped? Like, I just got a fucking, like, unkempt herald from a loot crate right now, like a chest or a dumpster, or you know what I mean, like just stuff like that. That's what, in my opinion, like, is part of what makes this game, and these, honestly, like, these games that have loot in them in general, just so awesome. You know, is finding just, like, having stuff like that happen. Like, I was just playing Diablo 3 the other day, and I just, you know, I started over, like, for the new season, or whatever, and I got, like, an enemy early on in the game to drop, like, a legendary, and that shit is fucking cool, you know? Obviously, legendaries in that game become, like, crazy easy to get eventually, but, like, early on in the game like that, like, on a low difficulty level, like, it's kind of unheard of, to be honest. And this was, like, early into Act 1, so I thought that was really cool. Stuff like that, you know what I mean? Whereas when I farm, like, a dedicated drop, it just, you don't get that satisfaction, you know what I mean? Despite it being, like, a quick way of getting the thing that you want, it's just, like, as far as, like, it being, like, satisfying to actually get, I don't find it satisfying. Especially when the game's part system is so limited to the point where it doesn't even matter what type of, like, what variation you get in the parts. As long as you get the said gun, it just doesn't matter. You don't need to farm it again. You're good. So that's part of why Borderlands 2 just eventually gets stale for me in the end game, is because at some point you get all the things that you want, and then you're like, okay, now what? You know? Whereas this game, it takes you a while. It takes you a while to get everything that you want. And I like that. It just, you know, the whole thing lasts longer. And some people don't like that aspect. They want their, you know, loot hunt journey to be really fast. I'm not that kind of person. I like it to be a slow burn process where when I actually get the thing that I want, it's actually really fucking satisfying and makes my fucking day, you know? I want the loot to make my fucking day, dude. I want it to be like euphoric, you know? Oh fuck. Because in my opinion, when you get shit like that, that means you did your loot system right. You did it justice. You know, you want the loot to feel good to get. See, Lord Pigeon has added you as a friend. Hold on. Is that you, Rhett? I'm assuming. Yeah, Borderlands 1 finding legendary in the trash is wild. I know. And again, like Borderlands 2, I love finding world drops. Like again, that is actually what keeps me around to play that game. That makes me want to go back, is just finding world drops. It has nothing to do with dedicated drops whatsoever. I could care less about that. It's going in and just like for example, my last time playing the game on stream, which was just recently, I got like a fucking butcher from Pyro Pete. That was awesome. That was cool. And then right after that, dude, the same run, I got a legendary. Or was it 2 legendaries? I can't remember. I got I just know for a fact I got a legendary from one of the 2 chests that you can open after you kill Pyro Pete. I got a legendary out of that in the same run. So I got a butcher and a legendary. That was awesome. That's the type of shit that's memorable, you know? And, you know, I've done a lot of dedicated drop farming, but I never look back at my fond memories of Borderlands thinking like, oh, dude, that dedicated drop farming was so fun. That was so fun. That was like peak shit right there, dude. No, I look back at the cool shit, like how I got like this ultra rare thing to happen. You know? it doesn't even have to be ultra rare, but just like unexpected, like the unexpected moments of like finding a legendary in a chest from an enemy, or something crazy like a fucking dumpster, you know? Those are the moments that I really, you know, cherish, you know, and that I remember with these games. Anyway, that's kind of a whole tangent. But let me add you, Rhett. I gotta go through my... I apologize to anybody who's added me on Steam and I have not responded to your friend requests. I really do. I just want to give you a sincere apology. Heartfelt apology, because there's a lot of people I have on my list here that I have not added. I need to actually go through this. Part of that was because at some point I stopped adding people, for the most part, on Steam. Because I actually just, like, when I was first starting YouTube out... hold on, let me just fucking add you back real quick, Red, before I talk about this. What was your fucking name again on here? I can't remember. Looks like the friend requests I sent out to people weren't responded to. That's alright. Alright, I'm assuming Lord Pigeon, that's you, right? I added you back. I'm assuming that's you, Rhett. But yeah, there's a reason why I stopped adding a bunch of people on Steam. And it's because at some point, like at first, when I first was doing YouTube, I got a lot of friend requests, like a ton. On multiple platforms, like on Xbox and Steam. And I just like accepted everyone's friend requests. I had like hundreds of friends, I think, on Steam. But it just got so out of control because a lot of people would like message me on Steam. It's like, oh, hey, dude, do you want to play Borderlands? And then there was this one particular situation that was really bad. This one guy that was really fucking deranged, dude, that messaged me. I don't even remember what happens, but the dude was like fucking bullying me, essentially. And I was still pretty young at this time, you know? Fresh, you know. I don't even know, was I like 13? I don't even know how old I was when I first started YouTube. Fuck, it's been a while. But I didn't really know how to handle the situation, so I just kind of like went along with this guy, you know? I was talking to like everybody, and this guy just kind of, you know, used that to his advantage to fucking be a little dick, you know what I mean? And that kind of ultimately is what made me like stop. Because I know there's genuinely a lot of people who are not like that, but that situation was just like, okay, like a wake up call for me. Because I honestly love adding you guys, and I probably will start adding people again, like more. It was just shit like that, you know. Even just people being like, oh well, hey, do you want to play Borderlands? Which is like, it's pretty innocent, but at this time, you kind of got to remember, I got a lot of those kind of requests. I had a lot of people asking me like, oh dude, I don't get nearly as much anymore. I think I've kind of fallen off in that aspect. Like, nobody gives a fuck anymore, but at the time... Oh shit, dude, I gotta remember the loot drop. Almost forgot. At the time, man, everybody was asking me about that. And you gotta remember, I'm only one person. I can't, play with everybody. And, yeah. Dude, there's just... Fuck, I don't even know. Fuck, and it disappears, like, sooner than you think, too.
What do you want, a pony?
But if any of you guys were any of the, were in that group of people who were like, hey, dude, you want to play Borderlands? Like, I'm not trying to make fun of you or anything, because I've done that before myself. When I was a kid, I even tried to approach Yodi Slayer. And I think I annoyed him. He's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Stop messaging me. You know? There we go. Nice, certificate of badassery. Let's see, show timer. The voice actor for Brick, Marcus, lives close to me. What? And I worked on some at some Comic-Cons. Wait, you've worked at some Comic-Cons with him? Is that what you're saying? Dude, that's awesome. I didn't even know if they did the same voice. Did I know that? He does the same voice, like the guy who voices Brick does the voice for Marcus as well. Did I know that? That's cool. That's awesome. If that's the case. Yeah, finding legendary is trash as well. It is, man, it is. Especially in Borderlands 2 as well. Because I feel like in that game, it's just like getting a dedicated drop is like always like it's kind of cool, you know, in that game. Not to say obviously it doesn't in this game, but I just feel like it's a little, you know, it might not honestly be like arguably harder to find dedicated drops in Borderlands 2. Or did I say dedicated? Excuse me, world drops. That's what I meant this whole time. I don't know if how long I've been saying dedicated drops, but world drops. Oh, is his name Marcus? Like his actual name? Is that what you're saying? Marcus Malden? Is that his name? Sorry, I don't know. I thought you meant like he's the voice of Marcus, like in the game, like the character Marcus. Unless that, again, is that like, I'm assuming that's his name. Like his actual name. Yeah, his name's Marcus. Okay, gotcha. Sorry. I thought you were saying he voiced Marcus as well. Dude, that's cool though, man. Ah, dude, I'm jealous. I'm jealous. He did a fucking amazing job as Brick, dude. Seriously. I also love the guy who voiced Roland in this game. I personally have reached out to him before. And I was like, hey, dude, are you gonna voice Roland in the next game? I remember asking him that. And he's like, no, but I'd love to. I'd love to if they reach out to me. And I think I was asking for pre-sequel because the pre-sequel wasn't out yet, so I was wondering if he was going to voice Roland in pre-sequel. I don't know. I love the way he portrayed Roland in this game. I know, like, obviously they went in a different direction for Borderlands 2 because of the story. Like, it just made more sense to have him more serious. But I liked his personality in this game. Does it take a while? I'm not seeing your name pop up in my list. Were you, again, just to clarify, you were who just added me, right? On Steam. That was your username. I can't remember what it was right off the top of my head, but that was you, right? Because it said I accepted your friend request. Let's see. Or did I not? Hold on. No, yeah. Lord Pigeon. Lord Pigeon. Or do I have to... Oh, I have to click confirm, sorry. I didn't know you had to confirm it. Okay, now is it? What the fuck, that's weird. Why is it like this? Okay. Now am I on your list? Sorry, I didn't realize you had to like go through and check off things, then click confirm. I didn't know that. Craving George, hey, what's up? How you doing? Good to see somebody over on Twitch as well. How you doing? I'm 35, new to Steam and Discord, so I can imagine they cringed it all back then. Yeah. And I don't blame like some people for obviously being excited. You know, there was also a lot of kids that added me, you know, at the time. There was this one specific kid who like would voice me on like send me little voice messages on Xbox. Oh man. But I just know he was like a passionate fan, you know. I thought it was kind of cool. There it is. Nice, cool. Doing pretty good, bro. How about yourself? I'm doing good. I'm glad to hear you're also doing good, man. Nice. Thanks for coming in, by the way. Great to have all you guys. All right, so there's the Underdome done. All right. I don't know. I just wanted to do it again. I think the Underdome's actually kind of fun, especially with the new additions from this mod and stuff. I just also wanted to kind of test it a little bit more, but T-Bone Junction, let's go. It might crash on me here because it tends to do that sometimes when going to new areas, especially in this DLC. Like, for some reason, this DLC is if you have mods installed, it's the most likely to crash out of anything else in the game, I think. Yep, there it is. That's okay. We can just boot back up. It's just kind of expected when you use this mod and mods, honestly. Which is why, again, like Rets, if you don't have shit like this, that's insane. Because crashes, I feel like, are just kind of par for the course, man. Like, for the shit, dude. You know. So. Farming Craw right now. I need an Orion and Hellfire for playthrough 2 Nox DLC. Nice, dude. So you're farming Craw on playthrough 1. Farming Craw, let's see, Farming Claptrap DLC was not, you were, but you weren't getting lucky. Oh, I see. Also, it'd be nice to get some pearls. Yeah, dude, that'd be sick. I hope you do. What is the ultimate loot mods? Basically, in short, it allows custom items to drop from other mods, like the Arsenal, Iridian Overhaul, Vault Hunter challenges. You know, it kind of merges them together and allows these the gear from those mods to drop naturally in the world from basically almost every loot source, if not every loot source at this point. Like chests, enemies, crom racks, armory. Like, it doesn't matter where you go. Even the fucking even the Underdome drops stuff now, which is awesome. So that's what the ultimate loot mod does. And it also adds, there's other things that Sleep has added in there, like optional things like that you can eventually toggle on and off, like pearlescent SDUs, ammo SDUs, or like a better health file system, stuff like that, among other little things. You can also disable, I think you can disable individual things, like if you don't want the Arsenal, you can turn that off, or if you don't want Vault Hunter challenges, or if maybe you just only want the Iridian Overhaul, you can I think you can do that eventually. And just as an FYI, this mod is not out yet, but eventually you guys will be able to get your hands on this. I'm basically just testing this mod for Sleepmaster. It's not finished. Still a work in progress. I wish there was a download link. I wish it was out for you guys. I feel like it's getting pretty close, though. I mean, I don't know how much Sleep is wanting to do with it, but like he's made a lot of progress on it in such a short amount of time. So I feel like it should be done, sooner rather than later. But I don't want to. I don't know. I don't want to get your guys' hopes up or anything because I don't really fully know. But yeah. Because he might still have a lot planned for this mod. I don't know, but you're playing your favorite character. Roland's nice. My favorite character is also Roland. It's cool to hear there's another Roland main in the chat. Hoping for a Bessie, Jackal, Serpents, or Avenger. Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I hope you can get one, man. That'd be cool. Whoa, I was hoping to run that guy over. That didn't work. Hopefully before Borderlands 4, I'm sure. But, I don't know. I wish Sleep was in here to kind of answer some of those questions, because I I really don't know, but I'm hoping, you know? Shouldn't take that long, I'd imagine. Do you not play Borderlands 1 Enhanced? I do not. Play the original. The original game. And that's just because I personally am not the biggest fan of the Enhanced Edition. Just does some things I'm not a huge fan of, you know? I talked about it earlier though, but I can see the appeal for some people. For the Enhanced over the original. Like there's certain features like an FOV slider, like I can see the appeal of that. But... How come? Is there any differences you don't like? I mean, yeah, when I brought it up earlier, I brought this up too, but like, you know, for example, like the UI, I'm not the biggest fan of. I feel like it's unnecessarily, you know, clunky and unintuitive, you know, compared to the original UI. Like I just don't like it. You know, you have the addition of the gearbox weapons, which kind of just break the balance of the game. For one, they're kind of overpowered, and they also take up, like, they have a higher priority to drop over some other weapons. I just feel like the game is just shoving them down your throat, you know, stuff like that. The fact that the drop rates are higher for, like, everything in the game, that is really annoying to me. The fact they took out the Death Hornet. Oh yeah, here's the Pearl SDs, by the way, but those are just some examples. There's other things too, but I don't personally like the mini-map, but I can see how some people might like that, you know? And again, if any of you guys like the remaster or the enhanced, I mean, I'm not gonna hate. You know, like that's cool. I just personally prefer the original, you know. Let's see, you got a pretty... Hold on. I'm gonna make a little soon. Just for farming craw. Oh man, you should. A pretty decent Atlas Champion class mod. Super badass. Nice, dude. That's awesome. Oh god, okay. Yeah, I don't even have the right gear equipped for this. What am I doing? Where's that? Didn't I pick up like a... I swear I did. I don't even know if I've used it yet on. I swear I picked up... Yeah, right here, Skull Masher. I don't know how good this is, but I'll try it out. I'll also just do the haste artifact. Because it just really is nice to move a little faster. Yeah, I ripped off Hornet. Farming chest rooms in the enhanced is kind of broken. The spawn rate on Iridium weapons is so high. I bet, man. I bet. And again, I feel like just from what I played of the game, like when I was farming Cromrax, like the gearbox weapons just dropped so much. Like I would basically mostly just see that it kind of got a little bit annoying and frustrating. I'm just like, dude, can you not drop gearbox weapons for once? And also just the fact that they're so kind of, you know, like OP, like I just feel like they were poorly balanced. Also just adds insult to injury, in my opinion anyway, but... What about the flat cannon for the fire weapon? Could use the eviscerator, maybe. Could use the quick draw. Let's see, hold on. What else do I got here? Hitman. I could try that, I guess? Oh, dude, this fucking Anaconda might fuck up Craw too, though. I might try that. I might actually... Yeah. Hold on. Oh, but a Wildfire, actually, that would be better. Abaddon, that might also be better. We'll try the Hitman, though, I guess. And then what else? Do I need a Shock. I wonder how this works. If that's going to be any good on the Craw Maggots, we'll try it. Alright, where's that Anaconda? We'll try that, too. Okay, there we go. I'll just leave my other stuff. Oh god! Ooh, look at that. Bzzz. That's, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. You know what? I bet if I equip... where is that? Fuck it, I'll do it for this too. I'll get that extra damage, extra crit damage going. But also, I believe I have that one shield that increases crit damage. Yep, the Tish. Look at that, dude. Nice. Fucking hell, come on. Yeah, they eat the drops. I say that's so stupid, man. That's so stupid. They should have made them like more difficult to find. But again, it just like, and also like just when you open the golden chest, I feel like you have a dude. I just went down. I just died really fast right there. Holy shit. Like when you open the golden chest. Also, this is also just from my experience with it, trying the golden chest out. Like, I remember just immediately getting a Gearbox legendary from that as well, along with starting the game with one. Like, it's just, no matter what you do, it's just like the game is just like wants you to use those, and it makes things so fucking easy, you know. On top of the fact that, you know, the drop rates in general are higher, but. Borderlands 4. They all over the minimap, but let's see, the OG, the original mapping, yeah. I personally don't understand why people are so upset about the lack of minimap in 4. I feel like, given the maps, you know, it sounds like it makes more sense to do it the way they're doing it. So, yeah, I don't personally understand the criticism there. Because it sounds like, for the direction they're going for in that game, with like the really big maps, I don't know. The compass kind of makes more sense. But, I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. I just don't understand, like, the complaints with the lack of minimap there. For me, a minimap isn't like a deal breaker, you know, for me with a game. I'm just like, you know. Borderlands 2 also, like, kind of had a shitty minimap, dude. Like, there's areas like Crom's, or not Crom's Canyon, excuse me, the Firehawk. What's it called? The fucking, the place where you find Lilith for the first time. I don't remember what that place is called. Frostburn? Is it Frostburn Canyon? Is that what it's called? Like, you look at the minimap in that area, and it's just, like, poorly designed, you know, given the actual area it's trying to show and convey. Like, it does a terrible job of conveying it. Oh, God. And I'm not like some big minimap hater. I'm just saying, like... Oh, God. I just don't see why it's like a deal breaker for some people or why it's such a big problem. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get that, I guess. Oh god. Fucking no! No! Oh shit, what was that? Was that... okay. Dude, why am I dying so fast? Why am I dying so fucking fast? Did I go down like several times and I wasn't aware? Am I using something that's like... oh, it's this. Okay, it's the haste artifact. I guess that's the drawback of using the haste artifact. Okay. See, I like that. I like how it balances itself out like that. So you get the movement speed, but, you know, you just fucking die really fast. So maybe I don't want to use that? I don't know. I'll keep trying it. Because I was using this on Cromranks a couple streams ago, a few streams ago, and it was, you know, but I just can't go down. Like, that's just kind of the problem. I can't go down. I gotta focus a little bit more. It's overcrowded with symbols. Oh, okay. I don't know. Maybe they just need like an actual map system, because I don't know if a mini map would necessarily help that situation. Maybe just having like a really good in-game map. Like, I don't know, look at how like Doom does it, you know? Like a 3D kind of map that you can Did Borderlands 3 do that? I can't remember, but yeah, something like that, just like a 3D map that you can easily, you know, get your bearings with. Because I feel like they got to do something like that, especially given the very big open nature of the maps in that game. I feel like they've got to have some sort of map system. Let's just hope it's not terrible, because if Gearbox is known for anything right now, it's just like the UI, man, has just gone to shit with their games, at least in my opinion. Like the UI for 4 also just looks not good, but is that the first kill? I think it is. See, that time that was relatively smooth, actually. Destroyer. Oh, dude, I still have yet to see a ×4. I think you can get a ×4 destroyer. And that's like one of the rarest things you can get in this game, is a ×4 elemental destroyer. I remember TCD telling me that anyway. I don't really see that get talked about much though, but yeah, that's probably one of the rarest things in this game. Like up there with like an Invader Nemesis, I think. I don't know how rare exactly it would be, but I feel like it's pretty fucking rare. Oh, dude, look at this legendary Iridian. Also one I have not used. Plus 400% shock melee damage. Gaze upon my bullets and realize there are many. ×3, chance to cause energy explosions. Dude. Not use this one, that's exciting. I mean, I'll try it real quick. Oh my fucking god, dude. It is like a fully automatic... It's like an Anarchy Iridian weapon. Ooh, and that recharge time. I know you guys can't see it. Look at this shit. Look, you can shoot for a while, too. Watch this. It'll go really fast. Look at that. Like, the delay is kind of, you know, it's there, but the recharge time, like, it's fucking fast, dude. Oh, man, I want to use that. I don't know if that's going to be any good on Craw, though, but I'll have to try it after the fact, if I remember. What was I... Oh, yeah. Shit, where the fuck was that, though? There's also... No. I should be sorting by a different category. That's okay. There we go. Nice. That's cool. I farmed him for a couple hours and only got Gearbox. See, that was the case for me. I farmed Carmax for like several hours when it came out, because I just wanted to test out the enhanced, you know what I mean? I might to kind of be able to have my own thoughts on it. And that was one of the things I noticed. I was just like, they were eating the drops, dude. Like, I was barely getting vanilla legendaries. I just got like, usually like every single run, every single kill of Chronorax, I will get like several, or at least one gearbox legendary. But usually, from what I remember, it was like several. Out of all the runs that I did, and that's kind of a problem in my opinion. When they eat the drops, and they kind of become like a nuisance, like that's not good, you know. And also just the fact that they're so broken and like they're so easy to get as well. It just trivializes things, man. Like the enhanced version is really just like an easier Borderlands 1 for like no reason, you know. Which is sad because there are aspects like the FOV slider, which is genuinely like a quality of life thing. But you also have to kind of deal with some of the other bullshit that the game, you know, the enhanced also adds and removes. So again, why they also remove the Dove Hornet is beyond me, dude. Like, what the fuck is going on with that? I'm gonna pick up this destroyer though. I think it's cool. Also, Sleep, if you're watching this, man, does Chronorax still drop loyalty comms? Is that a thing in this mod, or is that something that's... Because I hope that that's still going to be a thing. You know, maybe loyalty comms can drop elsewhere as well, I don't know. Yeah, hopefully Chronorax still drops those. And I know I've said this before, but making, like, the loot midgets actually drop like meaningful stuff would be really cool. I love the whole loot midget concept in Borderlands 2. And I would love to see something like that with this game, because, you know, the loot midgets in this game, while they're funny, like they're kind of like not really anything special. Like there's no reason to farm them, you know what I mean? There's like no reason whatsoever to even bother, you know. They're just kind of there for lulz, you know. The mini map is big old 2 mini map is so I don't know why people are stuck on it. Yeah. Same. I don't understand. Like, again, I'm not like some mini-map hater as well. I just don't understand why people are so, like, you know, they've got their, like, panties in a knot, you know, about this stuff. Like, some people are genuinely making a really big deal out of it. I'm like, why, though? Like, maybe I'm missing something, I don't know. And again, I've talked about it earlier, but what do you guys think of the new, you know, like the deluxe editions for Borderlands 4 and what's on offer? I kind of wanted to know what you guys think. I talked about it earlier, and I was just like, you know, not a big fan, especially given the price tag. Just doesn't feel worth it to me. Yeah. No, is he? Where's the other pile? Oh, it's over there. Okay. Ooh, spread Bastion? Fuck yeah, dude. Snatch that shit up. Gluon. Never seen that before in my life. Interesting, I'll pick that up. Maybe I'll use that later. I've never seen that in a reading with that name. Or prefix, whatever it was. Look at that, dude. Fucking Gearbox Stinger? Sure, why not? I need to go through my stuff, dude. Holy hell. Have yet to do that. Expensive, yeah. See, such a shame because but I do love the enhanced for the quality of life, yeah. That's fair. That's fair. I just wish they, you know, because to me anyway, the enhanced kind of feels like a cash grab. You know, it just didn't feel like a lot of passion and love went into it. It just feels like, oh hey, here's a Borderlands 1, you know, enhanced version for you guys to play. And it just feels like it was kind of rushed out the door without really much care put into it. I don't know. That's just how I feel about it, anyway. Just like nostalgia bait, you know? I miss paying 100 for a game. You miss paying 100 for the game? For games? I mean, that's like what in comparison, right? What was Borderlands 2's deluxe edition like with the season pass? That's another thing, like, and I kind of hate to say it, but where's the season pass, right? Like, it looks like we're getting promised content, but it doesn't sound very substantial. I think the only thing that sounds relatively interesting is the 2 new Vault Hunters, but like, they're over here like, oh, new missions, you know, 2 new areas. Like, oh my god, like that's some crazy thing. And maybe these areas are going to be massive, but I remember like with this game and basically every other Borderlands game, maybe aside from Wonderlands, you know, we would get like promised 4 big, you know, fairly decently sized DLC packs, or mini. I called them earlier mini expansions to the game. They add quite a few new areas. Like each of them add quite a few new areas. You know, new storyline, new gear. You know, and there was like 4 of those suckers. But now it's just like, oh, well, here's like, you know, you gotta pay like $120 for some new missions and a couple new areas. And again, maybe they're massive, but just from the way that they're like wording it and like from what it sounds like, you know, it doesn't, we don't know that. It just sounds lackluster. It doesn't sound very exciting. It doesn't entice me to pay that amount of money. You know what I mean? Like, at all. There's nothing about it that's just like, oh my god, I gotta have that. I gotta have that, man. New missions? Oh my god, dude. 2 new areas? 2 new regions? What? Like, at least be like, you know, at least detail, like, you know, add a little bit more details to it, like, oh, 2 new massive areas with a lot of extra content, you know, like something like that, you know, because the way that it sounds right now, it sounds like you're not really getting a lot for your money. Like, when the best thing that you get from it is the Vault Hunters, or at least that's the most enticing thing, that's kind of an issue, you know, like if the other stuff is kind of, you know, not as exciting, it's, you know, pushed to the side. I don't know, what do you guys think? Like, am I the only one that thinks this? I know I'm not, but like, what do you guys think? Borderlands 3 and they will add or paid content later on. Yeah, I know. Like, with Borderlands 3, you know, we had the 2nd season pass. It's just like, that's honestly kind of where the trend started, of just like them adding less stuff. Because I feel like the 2nd season pass overall is like not as good as the 1st season pass. Maybe, I mean, I haven't done it, I haven't tried it, but like just from the content, just from what it sounds like we get from the from the package, the overall package, it just doesn't sound as crazy. It's like, oh, here's a raid boss, here's a couple extra story missions. You know what I mean? Like, compared to like, oh, here's 4 big DLC, you know, expansions, or like mini expansions. I wouldn't call them like full-on expansions, but Because again, when I think of an expansion, I think of something like really big. See, I can't even go down at all, dude. Fuck. I'm gonna get the deluxe one with all DLCs, but I'm gonna buy the Echo Pack with the figure. Was going to. Yeah. No more season passes. Yeah. And like, what are the vault cards? Like, what the fuck is that? Like, I think that was something that was introduced in 3, but I don't understand that. Is that like a fucking battle pass? Are they trying to do battle passes for this game? Yeah. I think they are, right? It was just a shitty raid boss of battle passes. Yeah, I mean, there was also that arms race mode, which I don't think is anything crazy either. At least compared to, well, again, what you get in the first season pass. Like, it's just... You're paying, like, more money for something that just isn't... And that, I think that's kind of where it started. You know, I heard Wonderlands also was... That was a big complaint, was the DLC for that game. Was also really underwhelming. It's like, here's a few extra little mini dungeons that you can do, and that's it. Like, here's, you know, it's just... I don't know. Again, you're paying a lot of money for less content than what you've gotten before. You know what I mean? That's the thing. I'm sick of games doing that shit, man. I'm sick of games, all AAA games doing that type of shit, man. Like, you pay more money for a half-ass fucking product, dude. I don't know how Borderlands 4 is going to be in terms of content, like the actual game itself, but there's just a lot of games, man, that just love to, like, you know, they ship, you know, with not a lot of content at release. You pay like $80 or $70 or whatever the fuck. Like, if you get like the deluxe, like $100+ for a half-baked game, and then they sell you DLC later on, probably in like fucking battle passes or something. That's usually how it fucking is, dude. And they expect you to pay money in their little shop that they have, you know, microtransactions and stuff. That are also really overpriced for just skins and shit. It's just like, God, dude. And a full-price video game. I'm looking at shit like Diablo 4. I'm like, dude, fuck that, dude. Come on. A lot of AAA games do that, though. And it's kind of sad, but I wouldn't be surprised if Borderlands 4 ended up doing something like that. I feel like this game is like ripe for fucking like monetization, like greedy bullshit, you know. I mean, obviously, I hope it does not happen, but it's just like, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. Incognito, nice. Headbanger, do I have one of those? I can't remember. I think I do. I agree, yeah, Borderlands 2 and 1 have the best DLCs. Vault cards and battle passes are battle passes. That's so stupid, man. I hate that. I freaking hate that. And the fact that they're like advertising that as like a you know, something to be excited about, to entice you to get the DLC, to pay the extra however fucking much money to get the deluxe editions for the game, is crazy to me. I don't even know if do those even come with just the regular deluxe, or is it the super deluxe? Because that would be even crazier if they locked that shit behind just like the super deluxe. So you had to pay like $120. I don't even know how much that is, dude. It's $130? I can't remember what, was it Rhett? Somebody mentioned that earlier, how much it was. Or Zeus. I think it was Zeus mentioned how much it was. Something like $130 USD. As long as the new DLC actually gives us raid bosses, the same, you think it will give you the same amount? I don't know, man. We'll see. Again, I'm kind of thinking that it's going to be like, you know, they're going to be big areas, you know, because when they say 2 new regions, I'm thinking like maybe they're going to be big. But we don't know that. That's the thing. They should clarify that. They should go into detail about what we're gonna get. Because we're paying a lot of fucking money, dude, for something we don't even know much about at all. Like, there's a decent chance that those regions are going to be really shit and really lackluster. Man. And I hate to be a little bit of a fucking, you know, a downer over here, but it's just like, that's just be the way AAA, you know, just the gaming industry is these days. It's just like, you know, you just expect shit like that, honestly. And I personally don't trust Gearbox. I just don't, man. They've made a lot of questionable decisions in the past, and still are making questionable decisions here. So I'm just like, ugh, you know, I'm being very hesitant, being very skeptical going into this. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Borderlands 2 did. That's fair. That's fair. But I'd say that, you know, that wasn't as egregious. That was around the time when the microtransactions weren't really as crazy of a thing as they are now. Because, you know, I don't mind microtransactions when they're done right. It's just the way that the games industry is going, it's just like it's normalizing them and making them really expensive. Like, every fucking AAA game needs to have monetization, like, you know, like, fucking scams, essentially. It's all just scams, man. That's all it is. Just trying to scam you, man. It's just like when these game companies make, like, you know, they pay, you have to pay such a, you know, an insane amount of money for the game just for it to be like half-baked, and then them trying to sell you these microtransactions that are not priced accordingly. They're priced really high for no reason whatsoever, just because they're trying to scam you. I hate that shit. That's what I'm talking about. Like, you know, like I said, I don't mind when games like Borderlands 2, like, I don't mind that, you know, because those did it right, in my opinion. Like, I think they're priced pretty well. Especially now, they're probably like, it's like, that fucking game goes on sale all the fucking time, so probably really easy to get those for a good price. Ah, fuck. Okay, we need to bring him over here. The real question is, are you going to play at launch? Again, and I also talked about this earlier, but like, I just any sort of like excitement I had for Borderlands 4 is just really just dying out, and there really wasn't much there to begin with. But I still think I'm going to. We'll just see. I might wait for a sale, to be honest, but I would like to just cover the game, you know, even just to shed my light, or shed some light on, like, what I think of it, you know. But I don't know, man. I just also, at the same time, like, do I really want to spend $70 for the game? I mean, or would I rather wait? You know, it's one of those games I might rather wait for a sale, which, over, you know, doing content on it, you know what I mean? Like, and stuff. So, I don't know. Like, do I really want to do, like, content on a game that I'm probably not even gonna like? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's another thing. So I don't know. I don't know yet, honestly. I can't really say for sure. Also, let's go do, like, an armory run real quick. I know I just went up there and I probably should finish that run, but that's okay. I'd rather go to the armory at this point. Just do like a run. Each game, Let's see. Oh yeah, is that another thing? Like apparently like the best, like most expensive edition for like the real collector's edition for Borderlands 3 doesn't even include the game. Didn't I hear that somewhere? Is that true? What is with that sort of thing too? I mean, that's been a thing for a while. Some games do that, but I just don't like. That is the most stupid fucking thing, dude. I think it's over $300 as well, from what I heard. And you don't even get the fucking game with it. Like, why, dude? Why? So not only do you have to pay like an egregious amount of money just to get that, but you have to pay the $70 extra, maybe even more if you want the DLC. Like 300 plus like 130, dude. That's fucking insane for a video game. Why? It honestly might be doo-doo. I don't know. I mean, fuck. Hold on a second. It does not include the game. That's ridiculous, man. Seriously. The few cosmetics were $10 a pop? Are you kidding? I swear like those packs were like only a couple bucks for Borderlands 2, and I think they came with several cosmetics for like all the characters, didn't they? I don't remember, but I remember they were actually kind of worth it. Like if you liked Borderlands, you know, and they were reasonably. Again, I remember them being reasonably priced. I mean, my memory might be, you know, maybe they weren't. I don't know, but I just, from what I remember, they were reasonably priced, and you know. Just worth it if you if you enjoy Borderlands 2, like wanted some extra skins and stuff. Fuck, dude. Okay, you know what? I'll just unequip that for now. I could equip something else instead. I'm just feeling lazy. I don't want to, like, in case I go down again, I want to have a chance. You know what I mean? Because right now I just feel like I'm just sucking, so it's a kind of inevitable that I'm going down here, so I don't want that to be just complete game over for me if I go down, you know? I think of Gears of War, the add-ons for it and skins for guns is wild. Like, what do you mean? Oh god. Yeah, I remember Gears of War kind of did that a little bit too. I remember that. Fuck you. Dude, this is not going well just for me to kill fucking Ajax right now. Again, it's never Ajax himself that's the problem, it's his fucking minions, dude. And I just don't have the patience for this right now, that's why I'm sucking it up. I just want to get to the armory, I just wanted to kill Ajax to see what he dropped. Okay, maybe it is a little bit Ajax, actually. At least right there it was. Alright, did you drop anything? Is it worth it? No, it's not. Okay, fucking Jesus. Borderlands 2, they were 99 cents for a pack. Dude, that's so good. Not even a few dollars. I for some reason thought it was a few dollars. Like, it's only $1. Whereas you look at like Diablo fucking 3, dude, or 4, and like the skin packs go for like almost the cost of the actual game. It's fucking crazy. And it really sucks because like I was kind of excited. I wanted to be excited for Diablo 4, but I just, and I did get it on a good sale. Part of me just doesn't want to play it because of just the egregious bullshit, you know, like the shop in that game. I'm just like, dude, no. Also, Blizzard just sucks, you know. I don't know. I'm good with Diablo 3 for now. You know what I mean? I don't know even why I'm fighting these guys. Okay, now would be a good time to get the haste artifact. Just run. Just fucking run. Also, maybe, yeah, let's get a better shield. That might also help, because this shield is not very good. Like, as far as a shield, anyway, it's not very amazing. What about this? Just get that extra movement speed. I know it has that annoying effect, but pair this with the haste artifact. I wonder if that stacks. Gotta let my shield recharge, though. Fuck. If these guys will let me. Come on, dude. What? How? How the fuck did you hit me? Fucking behind cover, bitch. Run! Oh my god, run! Fuck! Fuck! Go! No, okay, fucking assassins. Run. That's like the one downside of leaving assassins alive, is that specific set of assassins right there can be a nuisance if you're coming to farm the armory. Let's be honest. Right up. Cool, Crimson Sorority. Oh, Wise Guy. Nice. Nice. Go. For gears, the skin packs are $10 or $100. Oh, fuck. Like, what gears are we talking about? Are we talking about newer gears? I know the older gears, like Gears 3, I think, had some cosmetic stuff, too. I don't remember it being, like, super egregious, though. Like that? Are you talking about, like, the newer Gears games? Because I think that is, yeah, I know they have, like, fucking microtransactions and stuff, dude. I did actually recently play Gears of War 5, I think last year, for the first time, and apparently, like, that game used to be a lot worse with the microtransactions and stuff and the skins. Like, now you can actually kind of unlock the skins just through playing the game. Well, rather than unlocking them, you just kind of earn the currency. Then you can then you can buy them, or you can buy them with real money if you want to speed up the process, which is still fucking stupid. But regardless, it feels like so. Like, clearly that was just put in there to silence the the harsh negativity surrounding it, right? Surrounding the game's monetization practices. Because you go in there and it's so apparent that like just from grinding it out, it's so mind-numbingly tedious as well for no reason. Like, I miss when Gears of War 3, despite that game also having cosmetics, like, you had so many fucking unlockables in that game. And to this day, I still haven't unlocked everything. Like, there's so much to unlock in that game, dude. It's crazy. So many character skins, so many weapon skins, dude. Like, it's insane. Whereas this game, there's no unlockables, man. It's basically just like they just transformed a system where you were just supposed to specifically pay money, like actual money. I think there might have been ways to unlock stuff, but they kind of just transformed that into, well, you still pay, but like you can also just unlock things, and it just feels like that. It feels like so like tacked on. It doesn't feel rewarding whatsoever. I miss when games like you just unlock shit, man. Like, why do we have to have systems like that? It's so fucking frustrating. So like when I was playing it, it made me miss like the older Gears games when you actually like Gears 3 again. My game like perfected that, dude. It was just I always look back at that game and think about like how awesome the unlockable system, you know, the unlockables were. You know, it kept you wanting to play it and unlock things. This doesn't, you know, like, yeah, you can do, there's still a lot of cool skins you can get, right? But, like, it's not nearly as fun to grind, like, this currency, you know, and then just be able to choose whatever the fuck you want, you know? I liked when it felt earned, you know? This doesn't feel earned. It feels just, like, tacked on. Because it is. Anyway,
It's time to rise even higher.
4 and 5, yeah. Yeah, the iron. Ugh. And I think Gears 5 is fine. Like, I enjoyed the game to an extent. You know, the campaign, honestly, was kind of a hit and a miss for me. I thought the open world kind of sections were, like, it was cool in the first time you did it, but then, like, the next, you know, they do it again, and that just became really tedious for me. But yeah, like, regardless, though, it's so stupid, man. Like, and you almost, like, still feel kind of, like, for me, like, I still feel kind of guilty, like, playing the game. Despite them, like, kind of fixing some of the problems, like, it's just, like, yeah, they basically just put a Band-Aid on top of the actual problem, you know? But yeah, I just can't help but shake the feeling like I feel kind of guilty for playing the game. And, like, even just unlocking stuff with, like, the in-game currency just feels weird. Like, it just doesn't feel natural. It doesn't feel right. I'm interacting with a service that was originally intended for you to actually buy things with real money from, and you still can. You know, that's just how it feels. Also, speaking of Gears of War, like, isn't there, like, some new remaster that just came out, or is coming out? I heard about it was, like, Gears of War Reloaded. What is the deal with that, by the way? Like, it sounds like, I'm still confused as to what it is, but it sounds like it's just a remaster of a remaster. Am I wrong? Is that really what it is? It's just a remaster of Gears of War Ultimate Edition? Isn't that all it is? Like, isn't it just kind of crazy that we just be getting remasters of remasters, dude? You know, that's been a thing for a little while, too. I mean, look at Skyrim. You know, that shit's... Dude. Gotten remaster after remaster after remaster, dude. Like... Come on. I hate that, you know? And it doesn't help that I feel like I've looked into the Gears of War Reloaded and I still feel confused as to what the fuck it is. Like, is it like a new remaster? Is it a remaster of a remaster? But I think it is, like, from what I can gather, or what I've gathered, it is just, it is a remaster of a remaster. Just kind of disappointing. But at the same time, like, I don't know. I'm kind of glad because I don't really feel like that inclined to get it, and I'm glad I'm not feeling that inclined to get it because I've already played the Ultimate Edition. I'm already, you know, maybe I think you get the upgrade for free. I hope so. I hope you do. Like if you own Ultimate Edition already, hopefully you at least get the upgrade for free. And yeah, I'm a huge. You can tell I'm a. You know, given my harsh critiques of some of these things, but I am a big Gears fan. I love Gears 1 through 3, man. And I will admit, I like Judgment to an extent, too. I know that's kind of an unpopular take, but... I thought Judgment was fun enough. It has its problems, I will see. I will say, but I did enjoy that game. Didn't I just get a usurper over there? I swear to God. Ooh, Chimera Plus. Dude, that's why this stuff irritates me as well so much. I mean, regardless, even if I wasn't a big fan, it still would. But like, I'm just really passionate about that series too. It sucks to see. You know, the same goes with Halo, man. I mean, like, there's so many franchises that just fallen so far from grace. It's sad, man. Like, Halo and Gears are just like a shell of their former selves. We'll see how the new Gears, was it Gears E-Day? Is that what it's called? We'll see how that's going to be, but I don't really have a lot of faith in it, to be honest. I really don't. Oh, it doesn't come out until August 26th? I'm confused, because I know that, like, some people are already playing it, though. I don't understand. And on Game Pass, it says it's like you can preload it, but it's also not out yet? So I'm confused, but it doesn't come out till August? Like, I don't understand. Like, it's so confusing. I don't know why it's so confusing. The information surrounding that game, but it is. Or is that like an early access? Like, I'm just confused. Look at Soft, dude. I'm too lazy to look if it's better than mine. Oh, they're doing server testing. Okay, gotcha. I was just... Because I've been noticing, like, some people playing it. I'm like, but it's not out yet. Or is it? Like, I just... That makes sense. Okay. Got some pretty cool stuff in here. I like it. I like it. I do feel like these drop rates are pretty good now that I've, you know, messed around with this more. Because I feel like they were too high. And then, I think Sleep found a pretty good middle ground here for the drop rates. Because I think they're good. I don't know. I'm still kind of seeing. I'm not sure. I don't think I've even gotten a Pearl yet, so we'll see how rare that truly is. I don't know. But here's the thing, man. That's the problem with testing like drop rates for this game is like something that could be rare for me might not be rare for somebody else. You know, that's just how this game works. Like, I've seen so many people say, like, oh, I haven't gotten a Pearl yet, and I played this game so much. You know, and it's just how this game, man, like, it's just, that's kind of a side effect. One person's experience is going to be different from the other person's experience. Orion Plus. Nice. I think you can sign up. Okay, I see. I feel like, I don't know if it's on your guys' end as well, but for me, like, the game, like, looking at OBS, the game kind of looks like it's running at a really low frame rate, like, capped at like 30 frames. Maybe even less than that. I'm not sure. It's running really slowly. Hopefully that doesn't translate to the actual stream, but yeah, I was just taking note of that. Is the headbanger? Yeah, I think it normally is times 2. Also, I know Sleep has added, apparently has actually added, like, variations of certain Arsenal shotguns. I mentioned this at the beginning of the stream. The Elemental Lance Troopers can drop. And I'll have to try that, but I'm not sure if I like that. I'm not sure if I like, You know, maybe I will. Maybe I will, but I'll have to see. I'm not exactly sure what that entails, but... It looks fine. Okay, good. Good. I figured as much. I figured it was just on my end. Just, you know, that's usually how it is. I don't know why. This isn't the first time OBS has done that. But, yeah. It's kind of frustrating, because it's just like, I can't really get the best read as to how, like, the actual stream looks, you know? At least in OBS. Has anyone seen that new John Wick movie? I kind of want to go see it, but I haven't seen John Wick 4 yet. Wasn't it like John Wick Ballerina or something? I can't remember what it's called, but... Quash, nice. I really like SMS shotguns. Borderlands 1 same. I like SMS in general. I wish they brought SNS back. I feel like bandit weapons in Borderlands 2 are just... You know, they're just not as good, you know. Because SNS guns in this game are kind of like I think the same kind. They have the same idea, where I think they're like larger magazines, right? But the weapons themselves are actually pretty good. Whereas in Borderlands 2, like bandit weapons are usually not that good. You know, like yeah, they have a big clip size or magazine size or whatever, but the damage and everything is just really weak in comparison to the other guns that you can find. You know, just usually wasn't worth the trade-off typically. Which kind of sucks because I like the concept of the bandit weapons, but because some of the magazine sizes can be insane. It's just like, ugh. You know, you end up having to like dump that entire magazine into like an enemy to kill them. I feel like sometimes, which is just like I don't know. It just goes against how you know how the weapon should really feel. Or at least how you think it would feel, you know, to use it. Virgo, nice. Alright, last chest. What do we got? Nothing much. Alright. Well, I'd say that was still a pretty good run. A lot of legendaries, you know, overall. How long have I been going for? Man, I've been going for almost 3 hours. Oh my god, dude. No wonder why my fucking voice is, like, going out. I don't know if you guys can tell what I just, like... Ugh. God, I've been talking a lot this stream. Just 3 hours straight, just non-stop talking. Man. Time flew, though. I had a lot of fun this stream. I hope you guys did, too. Sleepmaster, man, if you watch this, I really hope you don't take my criticisms the wrong way. I do feel kind of bad. Hopefully I didn't sound too harsh or anything. You know, I'm just giving my feedback is all. I love the mod, dude. I really do. And that's you know, part of it is because I am passionate about it as well. You know, I want it to be the best that it could be, but obviously it is your mod. You know, you're just it's your decision overall. I'm just, you know, I'm doing what you wanted me to do, give feedback, test it out for you. But I do appreciate the opportunity to actually try this out, and like I said, I'm excited for you all to get your hands on this as well once it's done. Oh, you are Zeus? Hey, nice, dude. Yeah, Zeus was film. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're under a different handle as well. Awesome. That's cool, man. That's cool. I remember you talking about how you wanted to, you were going to start that. Cool, man. I had to hop for a bit, but hope it went well. It did. It did. I had a lot of fun. Yeah. So, as far as like my next stream, I think I'm not sure if I'm going to stream again this weekend. Honestly, this week has been very exhausting, guys. I didn't mention that, but yeah, it's been a crazy week. So I'm not sure if I'll stream again this weekend. We'll see. If not, definitely next weekend. But I will try to keep you guys posted. So anyway, in the meantime, I hope you guys take care and have a good weekend, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.